Hello, my name is Ace. I haven't made a YouTube video before, but oh, I just kicked my desk. But I thought, why not give it a shot? I'm not really reading off of a script or anything here. I'm just kind of like thinking out loud. But I'm gonna do some nighttime skincare while I talk about thoughts I've been having. So I had a rehearsal today for college. I'm not gonna like specify what I do because why would I? But basically it's for theatre. And I realised that a lot of the time when you do theatre, a lot of people will say things, and a lot of the time those things people say will be taken quite personally or quite seriously. And I realised that I have struggled a lot over the years with that kind of thing, because what people can say to you, you can find yourself taking it quite personally, but you have to realise that theatre is like a personal but also not personal industry. So I want to provide some tips on how you cannot take things personally, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, I hope it does. But the thing is, when you do theatre, you all get really close with each other and you come to know each other really well. But at the same time, you might have a lot of friends outside of theatre and they might be closer to you than the people inside. That's what I find in my theatre company, that I'm not as close with everyone as they are with each other. So that means that when I'm given feedback or advice, I have an easier time not taking it as personally, because basically my mentality is, if they don't know me as well, it can't be as personal. And I think that that's a really strong mentality to have, and I've definitely developed it over the years, over time, because it can feel kind of isolating when you're like one of the only people in your group who isn't in the friend group. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, that can feel a bit crap, but once you get used to it, you realize that actually in a professional setting, that's a huge advantage. Everyone else is having friendship troubles a lot of the time, and you realize that actually you're quite lucky to not be involved in that. And I think you just have to remember that if someone doesn't know you, then it can't be personal. I just shone my lamp on my face a lot more and now it's really bright. But I think if someone doesn't know you as well, it can't be personal. And you have to learn to be thick-skinned and not take anything personally. And you have to remember, I don't even know this person's favourite colour. And it's probably the same vice versa, you know? Half of the people here don't actually know me on a personal level. They only know me in a theatre setting. They only know me like when I'm in a rehearsal, when I'm on stage. And that can go for any environment, like any professional working environment or like educational environment that isn't just theatre and acting and rehearsing. It can come anytime, especially I think in places like college. I'm in year 13. I'm 18. It's not great. It can kind of suck at times, but you come to realize that a lot of people there in such a big environment just don't know you and you don't know them, and that's okay. I think the main point that I want to make from this is that it can't be personal if they don't know you. But yeah, this is my first ever video. I'm not like a YouTuber or an influencer, I just like kind of want to yap. I think it would be cool. I got a vlogging camera for Christmas and I want to use it. And I think you'll find that once you learn that it's not always personal and it almost never is, that's how you can become really thick-skinned. And that's how you can like figure out yourself, and it can help you anywhere, you know, down the line. It can help you like learn to take insults better. It can help you figure out who your friends are and who isn't your friend. And I think that that's a really important thing to be able to do, because if you don't know, if you can't tell who is and isn't your friend, then you don't really know who is and isn't your enemy either. Does that make sense? You got to keep your friends close but your enemies closer, I think. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'll go through the products that I'm using. I'm using Pseudo-Creme on my legs because I have a skin picking problem. So I have a lot of scabs and scars on my legs, and Pseudo-Creme really helps soothe it. I'm using Vaseline because I get really dry skin in a lot of places, like on my eyelids, so it helps soothe it. And a Laneige lip mask that my mum got me. Normally I'm not really a fan of like those big like trendy viral products, but my mum gave this to me. She got it in like an advent calendar or something. So yeah, I think that's all from me until my next video, whenever that is. This will probably get like 3 views, but I like talking, so that's what we're here for. Thank you for watching and good night.